it's Nadej Bailey. Be sure to tune in to TPN Live with my Auntie Renee and my Uncle Bobby Peoples.
Hi, my name is Ebony English, and you're watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee.
Hey, I'm Natia Nicole, and you're watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee Peoples.
Hey guys, this is Angelica Pugh, choreographer and actress, and I am watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee. I actually do like the channel. They didn't pay me to say that because I'm under TPN management. I'm watching it. It's good. It's good. You like it too.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Spritz, and you're watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee.
What's up everybody, it's your boy Jamari, aka Mari. Look, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe on these videos, and make sure you share it with a friend. You are now tuned in with Bobby and Renee Live. I hope you guys enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to TPN Live with Bobby and Renee. I am your host, Bobby, and
I am Renee.
That's right. And she is my wife, not my concubine.
Thank you.
Despite what others may say.
I've moved up in the world.
I
moved up.
Till later on tonight, they become concubine again. That's how that goes. Tonight, we have a very special guest tonight. We have Mr. Dave Duncan from CBD+Relief.
Yes.
And he can be dropping some knowledge on tonight, guys. So if you have any questions, please make sure you put them in the comments so we can ask him directly. But hey, this guy, if your knowledge of CBD is right here, his is way up here. The man knows so much about it and all the benefits of having CBD. So I implore you guys to stay tuned. You do not want to miss this interview. So we're going to pay some bills real quick, and when we come back, he will be on the show with us live. Okay?
Yes. Y'all stay tuned. Right there. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere.
Don't go nowhere. All right, guess what, y'all? We are back.
We are back.
The Bobby and Renee show. That's right. New episodes every Wednesday at
7 p.m.
That's right. So make sure you guys are liking our videos, subscribing, and
sharing. Please share.
And share. And also make sure that you put on the notification button so you get the new video update when we upload it. Hey, and we are live.
Hey, there you are.
Dave Duncan, what's going on?
Guys, how are you?
You good?
Oh man, I'm hanging in there.
All
how are
right.
you guys doing?
We're great, man. We're great. Welcome to the show, man. Thank you for being on the show. I know that you're real busy today. You're still at work. You're still at the shop. So we make sure we're going to keep this real nice and quick. But for the people who don't know who you are, let them know who you are and what it is that you do.
Yes.
For sure. My name is Dave Duncan. I am the owner of CBD+Relief here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have our e-commerce store online at www.greencbdrelief.com. And basically, I've been in this industry now for several years. I have my background in mental health, transitioned to real estate for a few years, and I'm arrived at what I think is my passion and what I've always wanted to do the whole time, to be honest with you. I've been with cannabis for over 20 years, and I've devoted over half my life to researching and everything within that hemp plant that can help us thrive. And so I'm really, really excited to be here today talking to you guys about it. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay,
Thank you. Oh, can you hear me?
We're getting a little feedback.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, we got a little feedback. Okay. All right. So for people who don't know what CBD does, give us a little bit about some of the stuff that CBD does and some of the myths that people think it do, but it doesn't.
You got it. So I'm quite sure everyone's heard of marijuana. Okay, I do the air quotes because marijuana is actually a slang term for cannabis. But all of this, CBD, marijuana, cannabis, when we talk about this, we're really just talking about the hemp plant. And so when you think about any plant, like say a rose bush, for instance, if you have the flower of the rose bush, that's the rose itself. So the flower of the hemp plant is hemp flower, but commonly referred to as cannabis or marijuana. So there are thousands of hemp plant strains around the world. Several of them, yes, do have that high level of THC which is the chemical in the hemp plant that makes you high. It's the hallucinogenic effect. But then there are several plants around the world that have only trace amounts of THC, but very high levels of CBD. So when a human being goes to the hemp plant for some sort of effect or relief, the two main chemicals that we're concerned with are the THC and the CBD. So the THC is just the hallucinogenic effect. It's the head high, so to speak. But the CBD is great for the anti-inflammation. The CBD is great for insomnia. It's fantastic for anxiety relief. Quite frankly, all of the things that a person who goes to cannabis that they're craving, like for that anxiety relief, or just if you have a hard day and you're just looking for something to kind of cope with what you're going through, most of the time the person goes to cannabis for that. What they're really looking for is what they're getting from the CBD. And so that's why we're seeing such a boom now in the CBD industry, because the research is being conducted and the information is finally getting out that, hey, this stuff really is good for you. You know, it's unfortunate that we've had a stigma attached to this for so many years. But like I said, finally, the research is getting out to the people and we are able to now use it because it really is good for us.
Okay. So what are some of the things that people miscommunicate CBD with? I mean, like, what are some of the things that people, think CBD does, but it doesn't?
I would say the number one biggest misnomer is it's supposed to get you high. Okay, that's the number one misnomer. It's also the number one complaint, to be honest with you.
Hold on. So
what I like to say,
I want you to take that back a little bit because you're breaking up a little bit. So we want to make sure that the people actually receive that information. Can you say it one more time?
Sure. No, I was just saying that the number one misnomer about CBD, as well as the number one complaint, is that people believe that it's going to get you high. And then when they find out, for those that are looking for a high when they come to CBD, their number one complaint is that, well, why isn't it getting high? And quite frankly, is that, when a person goes to the THC or, the hallucinogenic chemical in the cannabis, they're looking for the addition of something. They want an additional effect to what they're already experiencing. They want to add a head high, quite frankly. But when they go to the CBD, a person is looking for the removal of something. So they're looking for the removal of pain that they're experiencing, inflammation. They're looking for the removal of anxiety that they have from overactive fear receptors. They're looking for the removal of sleepless nights because they suffer through with insomnia. And so that's really kind of the best way I can describe the difference in uses for THC or marijuana cannabis versus CBD. And which is not to say that, we don't have CBD flowers, because, every day there are more and more products that hit the market. So just in my store alone, I've got CBD hemp flower that looks exactly the same as what you'll find at a cannabis dispensary. While it just does not have that THC, you won't get that head high. You won't have any trouble passing a drug test. Have federal law enforcement officers, several federal employees that are customers. So the CBD is really for people like myself, to be honest with you. God willing, I'll be 42 this year. And I'm in the middle of a career transition. I'm starting another business. I'm working on marriage. I've got 2 young kids to raise. And so my life is really filled with a lot of responsibilities. And so while, like I've said, I've medicated with cannabis for over 20 years, well, my life is quite a bit different now than it was 20 years ago. I'm not a college student anymore. I can't, smoke whenever I want to, but I can medicate with my CBD throughout the day. It does not take me out of the game, so to speak. It's a way to manage stress and anxiety and to get that sense of sin, I think, that we're all looking for. And continue to be responsible for our careers, our children, and everything else that we've got going on in our lives.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of got choppy towards the end. I don't know why that feedback comes in after that.
Is there do you have like your phone connected to this feed or another device connected to this feed, maybe?
No,
No.
but here, let me take off I'll take the phone off of Wi-Fi, and hopefully that'll help. Sorry
Okay.
about that, you guys.
No worries, no worries. Someone does have a question that they're getting their questions together in the comments here. But once they get the question posted, we'll definitely ask that question to you.
I do have a question because we do have someone that's whose child actually takes CBD for seizures, for epilepsy. And that's the only thing that appeared to have been helping. So can you elaborate on that a little bit?
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned that. So there was a young girl by the name of Charlotte who suffered through severe seizures. I want to say when she was about 9 years old, her parents, you know, just because they were cannabis enthusiasts, and they hadn't found anything that was helping with their daughter's seizures, they actually got in the kitchen and developed the precursor for what is now our standard MCT CBD oil. So the impetus for this, you know, for this entire movement was really with that 9-year-old girl. Her name is Charlotte Geely. She unfortunately passed a few months ago, but if it were not for her and her parents and the great work that they've done, we may not be as far along advanced in our CBD movement as we are. So to be honest with you, you know, that was really the original, you know, foundation for what we're doing now. Was, you know, Charlotte's parents, you know, did what they did and developed that oil for her, and we are able to see, you know, how helpful it was for her, how it relieved the violent seizures she was having. I think that was the biggest eye opener in terms of realizing that this was just not for recreation, that this is actually medicine that helps people.
Wow. Okay.
Now I know some of the I guess the hospitals or doctors, they don't agree with, you know, the using CBD to do that. Like, why would you think they would not? I mean, other than the obvious reason, but why would you think that from a medical standpoint they would not want to use CBD to heal or to control seizures or any other ailments like that?
Sure. You know, to be honest with you, Bobby, I think the answer to that is that it has less to do with there being issues or problems with hemp or with CBD, and really just more about the standard operating procedures that our medical industry goes through. You know, whenever we are going to pass a new drug or a new treatment, there has to be literally years of tests and research conducted. And so the evidence and the information about CBD to this day is still partially anecdotal, which means that it's really about people who have tried it and people that know that it has actually worked for them, and they've testified to that. So the medical industry, it's just really a matter of time until they get all their ducks in a row, get all their tests completed before we have the background information and the data to support, quite frankly, what customers already know, which is that this works well for inflammation and pain. It works well for insomnia. It works incredibly well for anxiety. And that's the reason why the industry is booming the way it is. The medical field will catch up eventually, but right now people need their medicine.
Okay.
So we can attest to, we did purchase a bottle of the CBD and pain. We showed this before to you guys. And this is who we purchased it from. And it works. It
worked in one day.
Right. So my husband was having some swelling in his feet. And we did go there and we asked, you know, what would be a good I guess topical solution that will be able to help him, and that was one of the things that you had referred as CBD pain relief, anti-inflammation, and his roll-on it says 1,000 milligrams. So with this milligrams, like, some of us kind of not really up on like the different milligrams. Can you explain that a little bit to us?
Yeah, for us, you know, me who's math challenged.
Okay, well, so one good thing about, you know, CBD in particular, you may go on, you know, some website, let's say like Amazon, you may see dozens of brands of hemp oil. Well, so in the CBD industry, we have third-party labs that test the potency and the quality of all of our products. And so when you see a milligram dosage, like 250 milligrams, 500, 1,000, whatever it is, know that that product should have been third-party tested by an outside laboratory that certifies the amount of CBD that is per volume in that product. So what that means is that in the CBD industry, we can't fudge the ingredients that are in our products. We say something has 200, 500, whatever it is, milligrams of CBD in that product has been tested several times by a third-party lab, and it's guaranteed to have the milligram dose that it's supposed to have. Unlike some hemp products, hemp oil is great by itself. Hemp oil has several factors, several ingredients that are good for us. Several hemp oil products contain other ingredients like cinnamon, omega-3 oils that are good for us. But unless it says an objectable percentage or like 500 milligram dose or 1,000 milligram dose, then you can't if you come into a reputable store like mine, then you'll see all of my products are labeled with the exact milligram dosages that are in them. If you don't see that on your CBD products, I wouldn't recommend buying it.
Okay, we do have one question from Tabitha, sure. And she says it's going to be a silly question, but
no question is
a silly question. Nope. But she said, but is there always CBD in weed, but not always THC? So you'll always have the medical benefit, but not always the high.
Great question. Actually, Tabitha, there's both CBD and THC in all hemp plants. So the way our processing works is that, all hemp plants in nature have the THC and the CBD chemical. The only differences are the levels of THC and the levels of CBD that are in them. For example, if you go to a cannabis dispensary, several of their hemp flowers will have maybe 20, 25% THC, and their CBD flower may have up to 2% CBD. My hemp flowers are only allowed to have up to 0.3% THC, which is less than 1/3 of 1%. So it's not enough to get you high, and it will definitely not cause a false positive on a drug test. The reason why we retain that 0.3% is because if we were to eliminate all of the ingredients besides the CBD, then you're creating an isolate product, which is fine because CBD alone, without the other terpenes and without the CBG, is a great anti-inflammatory, great for insomnia, great for anxiety. But when you include those other ingredients, like terpenes, like myrcene, for instance, is a terpene ingredient that's highly prevalent in indica flowers. And those are the flowers that help us with our appetite for customers who may be suffering through cancer, going through chemotherapy, or have another type of condition that affects their appetite. Myrcene helps with that. Myrcene also is a terpene that helps people get to sleep. It's a body relaxant. So several of our products that contain myrcene, I suggest for people that have sleep issues. Then you have terpenes like pinene or limonene. Those are heavily prevalent in a sativa flower. And we have products that are sativas because we have customers that want to medicate throughout the day. They don't want to be drowsy. They want to stay focused, and they want to be able to, like I say, stay in the game. And so the makeup of the hemp flower, the CBD, the CBG, and all those terpenes really kind of send the customer in whatever direction they like to go in terms of what you're using it for. If you're using it for alertness throughout the day or to sleep and stay asleep throughout the night.
Okay, good. Okay, so I mean that makes a lot of sense. But you asked to clear up a question I already had about sativa and indigo. So sativa keeps you high. I mean, keeps you on the up, and I guess indigo keeps you on the low. Correct? I don't know if you heard me or not. Did you hear me?
Exactly.
Okay. Good. So
yeah.
Okay. Good.
That's exactly right.
Okay. So can people smoke CBD, or is it all just a topical or edible type of thing?
Oh, absolutely. So the four main delivery systems are sublingual, which are the oils that you drop under your tongue, the edibles, like the gummies, which are very popular, cookies, popcorns, things like that, the inhalables, which are which I call CBD flower, we call it hemp flower, but it looks like marijuana or it looks like cannabis. And then, yes, the topicals, which go on your skin. So there are, several, literally probably now, different product in the market every day. What we try to do is we want to get the CBD into people that need it. And so whatever your preferred delivery method is, we want to accommodate you. So gummies are very popular because we love candy, we love sugar. And so we put the CBD product, the CBD oils and terpenes into the gummies for people that have that preferred delivery method. For people that are already smoking, maybe they're cannabis users, maybe they just like pipe tobacco or cigarettes, they are already comfortable with that delivery method. And so we have, yes, CBD flower, hemp flower, or CBD weed that they can smoke. We also have disposable vapes, because maybe they want to medicate while they're at work or while they're at class. The vapes you can use indoors, they're very discreet. And so we have products that really accommodate everyone's preference and what they're comfortable with doing.
Gotcha. Now, I know that you said it, but I want to reiterate, CBD can be used throughout the day, so it does not affect your work ability to drive or anything like that, correct?
That is correct, yeah. Most of my customers, to be honest with you, medicate with CBD throughout the day. We're coming out of this, we thought we were coming out of this COVID-19 situation where, here in Las Vegas, the casinos were all shut down for a time. And, when they started to open back up, several of my customers came in with heightened anxiety because, they were worried about going back to work. They were nervous about how they would fit back in. They were going to have to leave their homes and their children, out of school. So they had a lot of anxiety over that. So several of them came in and got flour, got my full spectrum gummies and my disposable vapes so they could medicate throughout the day. And I saw quite an uptick toward the end of May as we started to open back up and come out of this. I saw a lot of anxiety, people going back to work. So yeah, no, you can absolutely medicate with CBD throughout the day. In fact, to be honest with you, it's preferred. Especially for those that suffer from anxiety, as some of you may know, that can affect your work performance. And so if you just want to, be your best version of yourself, it's definitely a product that can help you get there.
Gotcha. Now, when you put the CBD inside the gummies, does the sugar interact with that? I mean, does it counteract or anything like that? Or does it balance it out or make it uneven? How does that work when you add sugar into the mix with CBD? I mean, I would think that would have some kind of effects on it, if anything.
Great question. So thankfully, it does not interfere with the CBD whatsoever. So several of our products have, sugar in them or our flavors, mainly our oils and our gummies. So for instance, with the gummies, when you eat the gummy, your body digests it, and then all the chemicals are first filtered through your liver, and then it gets into your bloodstream. It sounds like that might be a time-consuming process, but really it all takes about 10 minutes. And so the sugar definitely is not an inhibitor to the CBD with the gummies or any of the other edibles, nor with the sublingual oils. Several of our oils are flavored, and then we also have oils that are unflavored. But the sugar is not an inhibitor. If you're someone who is diabetic, type 2 diabetes, type 1, or if you're just, you're watching your waistline, you may not want to eat too many gummies just in general. But in terms of interfering or, counteracting the CBD, no, there's no worry about that at all.
Okay, good. Well, that's a good thing. So let's get, you said nothing about the CBD. So let's get about who Dave Duncan is. Why was you becoming such an informative CBD? Why was it so important for you to be this CBD guru?
Wow, great question. So, on a personal level, like I said, both my grandparents actually suffered with type 2 diabetes for over 20 years. My grandfather also battled prostate cancer for about the last 15 years or so of his life. I happen to, know that he medicated with cannabis for over 50 years. And I was, a firsthand witness in seeing how that aided him in just feeling better every day. It helped keep his spirits up as he went through the cancer treatments. It helped him with his appetite. And so that was probably the first time, about 10 years ago, that I really started to shift my thinking on hemp and how, I no longer started to see it as something for recreation or for fun like I did back in college. It still be, THC is a very social chemical. Marijuana is a very social flower. So there's nothing wrong with using THC for fun. It's just that, I believe that when I saw my grandfather medicate himself with cannabis and the usefulness that it was for him, that was a real eye-opener for me. And so on a personal level, that is what really kind of made me want to dive into this and research more and set up my own store, my own company.
Okay, awesome.
So you want to tell everyone how they can actually reach you. Tell them the address of your store, how they can reach out to you, and your website, just in case anyone if anyone have any more questions. Also, do you ship?
Great question. So yes, my website is greencbdrelief.com. Green like the color, cbdrelief.com. And yes, we have free shipping actually for any person that's over $75. If we get the order in store by 4 p.m., we can ship same day. The store address, we're located here in Las Vegas. Our address is 6834 West Charleston Boulevard. We're right on the corner of Charleston and Rainbow. If you pass this intersection, you can't miss us. We've got flags out front. We've got the big green sign out front. And so we're actually looking to expand within the next year or so. So we're excited about that as well. But yes, greencbdrelief.com is the website, 6834 West Charleston Boulevard, right on the corner of Charleston and Rainbow.
Awesome. You kind of got chopped up a little bit. You said if they order a minimum of $75, it's free shipping. Was that what you said?
Yes. Any order over $75 shipping. And we receive the order by we ship same day, but we'll ship out that same day.
I'm gonna read it because it kind of broke up again. So you said anything ordered before 4 p.m.
It ships out the same day.
Yes. If we receive the order by 4 p.m., we ship same day.
Okay. Great.
So you won't be sitting around waiting.
Gotcha. Well, it looks like somebody, Tabitha, is very happy that you're on her side of town. So I guess Tabitha's gonna be coming to see you real soon.
Yeah, Tabitha has some more questions. So
I hope so.
Yeah, you go ahead and check him out. He'll be able to definitely give you the breakdown of everything and take care of you.
Yes.
So yeah, that's awesome.
Cool. So you have any shout outs you want to give it to anybody who's watching or potentially want to watch this later?
I've got to give a shout out to my beautiful wife. As they say, behind or rather beside a great man is a great woman. So I owe a lot to my wife, Kendra. Also, I want to give a shout out to my partner in crime here in the store, Tiffany Bogling. She's been a great support behind the scenes, but just because she's behind the scenes doesn't mean that she's not very important in what we're doing here. So, and then all of, everyone that's ever supported me, that's ever said, hey, Dave, congratulations or good luck or a kind word, just shout out to everybody.
Okay.
Hey, do you have anything special coming up? Any specials or anything that should be coming up that people should be aware about? CBD specials or special events? Okay.
Yes. We do, in fact, yes. Right. So right now we're having our summer BOGO sale. That's buy one get one. So the absolute best product in our store is our 1,500 milligram 100% organic non-GMO oil. Right now, through the end of July, we have that buy one, get one free. Also, our Ignite brand, 1,000 milligram oil. It comes in blood orange and tropical fruit. They're both delicious. They're also both buy one, get one free through the end of July. So if I were you guys, I would take advantage of that. The tincture oils are by far still the best delivery method in the market. So yeah, you definitely want to take advantage of that.
Okay, awesome.
Okay,
awesome.
So y'all heard that. He's having a buy one, get one free sale. So y'all make sure you get down to the store, hit up the website, do what you have to do, but just get there, okay?
That's right. And to reiterate, the website's on the screen at greencbdrelief.com for those who don't know what that means up there at the top.
Yes.
So,
yes.
But cool. Well, Dave, it's been a pleasure talking to you, my friend. Our 30 minutes is up. I know you got to get back to work. Tiffany, we said thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Tell Kendra we'll see her soon. Hope we haven't got a chance to meet her yet, but we'll meet her soon, I'm sure.
Yes.
And again, we appreciate you, brother, for the knowledge, and we will be back to get some more foot rub. Pain relief.
Pain relief. Yes.
Bobby and Renee, thank you guys so much for the opportunity. It was a true pleasure meeting you. I'm so glad that you guys are coming to our lives. I can't wait to continue to collaborate with you guys. I'm just very thankful for this opportunity. So thank you both.
Thank you. And matter of fact, you're a neighbor. I mean, you're right in the neighborhood, so we definitely got to hook up on the weekend. So
go do lunch at
the golf course too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know, the restaurant inside of here the food is really good.
Yeah, it was pretty tasty.
Yeah. So if you want, you gotta go catch a lunch.
I haven't had a chance to get there yet.
Yeah. All right, we'll do that. All right. Well, cool. Well, we appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. That was our friend,
Mr. Dave
Duncan.
Duncan.
Dave Duncan, guys. He dropped some knowledge on you. I mean, if you guys don't understand what he gave y'all, I don't know what to tell y'all. I mean, he gave y'all some good nuggets about CBD, you know, for those who want to try CBD, but not the whole weed situation.
Right.
So you definitely want to do that. Let's see what we got going on here. Tabitha, that's right. Tabitha, you live here too, correct? All right.
Yeah.
And it's I've not been to a restaurant yet. Yes, Tabitha, you need to go there. It's a really good restaurant. You should check it out. The wings were good, and you had that. You had the fish and chips.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty tasty.
So definitely check it out. And the prices are really good. And buyers being residents here,
you get a percentage.
Yeah, you get 15% off. So it's a good deal. It's pretty much a good deal. But,
so I want to elaborate just a little bit. I know we're kind of out of time, but with that with the CBD, I know a lot of people because it's so new to the market, so a lot of people don't know what to expect. And I was one of the ones that thought that CBD will give you a high, which during the daytime, I don't want to be, high, especially if I'm working. I'm trying to, get things done. So that's good to know that you can still take CBD, something that's all natural CBD, and you can take it during the day, and it's not something that actually shows up on a drug test like THC does.
Right.
So that's good information.
Yeah.
So for those of you that's on anti-anxiety medication and you just have to take it every once in a while to calm down, try something natural. Let's look into the CBD and see how that works for you. Exactly.
And don't be like me, because when I thought CBD had weed in it and it didn't, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
But don't be like me. Be like you. And and take the CBD, because it doesn't have THC in it and you won't get high.
And it have the effects of, THC as far as the calming down and different things like that.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all look into it.
And go check out Dave. Go check out Dave. You definitely go check out his spot. I mean, is it green CBD? I forgot what it is. It's green CBD relief. Hold on. Was that the website? I'm make sure I said it right.
Yes. It's
oh shoot.
Look at you. Look at you.
I done messed up.
Look at you. I hope y'all got the website before we let it.
Dang it, hold on.
Look at you.
I can't figure it out.
Look at you.
Oh my God, hold on. Hold on.
GreenCBDRelief.com.
GreenCBDRelief.com. I don't know why I had a brain fart, I couldn't think of it, but make sure you guys go check out the website. Go talk to Dave. You do not want to miss opportunity. We sat there with him about an hour and we learned so much about it. That we said, you know what, we had to bring you on the show because we want people to know what you know, and you guys, it's impeccable. And he just opened a location up too, so check him out.
Check them out, guys.
So we're going to end this video how we do all of our videos with 1, 2, 3, and peace.
Hi, I'm Emmy-nominated Melvin Jackson Jr., actor and producer. You're watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Nitra. I'm an extras casting director and a DDP yoga instructor, and I'm watching TPN Live with Bobby and Renee Peoples. And you should too.